missing some pictures here, but no problem. My freshman year at Lake Forest College, I fainted on the first day of classes. It was awful. Not only did I faint, I managed to throw up in the process of fainting. It was horrifying. It was my nerves. I promise I won't do that here today. That would be really bad. But needless to say, turning over after I fainted and seeing my professor with a little bit of throw up on her glasses and her hair, a really bad way to start off my college career. Luckily, she was a great professor and she didn't mind, so it was okay. But this is not how I wanted to start out my college career. In high school, I was very confident, I was involved in a lot of things, and I felt like I could do anything. So going to college and starting my new future was very exciting to me. So starting off college this way was on the wrong foot completely. So my sophomore year, so freshman year it was hard. That was not a good way to start off my college career, and it didn't put me in a good position for the rest of the year. I had a little trouble adjusting, and I went home frequently, so I was very attached to being home, which is only about a couple hours away. And I wasn't a partier, so I stayed in a lot, which made me feel weird because I'd hear all these people on South Campus partying, and here I was in my room like reading a book. What a dork. So anyway, my sophomore year, I thought it would be better, but unfortunately I dealt with some depression, also not a good way to start off the college experience. So I had 2 years that I just, they weren't that enjoyable, and it was college, it was supposed to be fun. So my friend Kim mentioned to me studying abroad, and initially I was like, no way, there's no way I could do this. Like, I'm so attached to home, and I just couldn't handle being in a foreign country and not knowing anybody and not being able to drive home when I need to. But the more and more she talked about it with me, the more and more I thought, okay, maybe I should just apply, see if I get in, and then it could be like a backup plan. So I did apply to the ACM Florence program. So here are pictures of awkward Kathleen, and our first here are pictures of, yay, Kathleen graduated high school. And then here are pictures of awkward Kathleen freshman and sophomore year. Probably better that you don't see those. So I applied to the ACM Florence program. I got in. All of a sudden, I was on a plane going to Florence, and all of a sudden I was there, and I was like, whoa, this is crazy. It really didn't hit me that I was in Florence until our cab driver zoomed past Santa Maria Novella, which is here. And I saw the facade. I was just like, oh, this is amazing. I can't believe I'm here. And Santa Maria Novella was one of the churches that I had studied in an Italian Renaissance course at Lake Forest. So it was the first thing that I saw that I had previously studied, and that happened so many times while I was in Italy, seeing things that I had only read about in books. That was an amazing experience. So there were hard times in Italy. The first week especially, I remember I called my mom and I was just sobbing. And I was like, no one likes me. I have no friends. There's no way that I can do this for 4 months. But I think that was the only time I did that. I adjusted pretty quickly. And before I left, I had a huge list of all the different places that I wanted to see in Italy, in Florence and in other cities. So I just started crossing one thing after the next and walking around Florence and seeing different things. So these were a few different pictures that I took while I was there. One of my favorite places was Giardini Semplici, near Palazzo Medici. And it was an old Medici garden. It was just really relaxing to walk around there, this little cozy haven in the middle of the city. And so walking around Florence and seeing all these different things started to make me feel comfortable, and I felt like I was at home again, and I didn't need to be worried about what people were thinking about me, like versus freshman and sophomore year at Lake Forest. I would walk to class and just feel like everyone was watching me, and it's really not a good way to feel. So walking around Florence, I didn't feel like that at all, which was great. I also traveled a lot around Italy, a lot of different cities, which was great, and just seeing all these different things on this huge list that I had, and seeing even more than that was just really amazing, and it really made me feel confident again. And especially during our fall break, our week break that we had, I traveled alone. I think my parents were horrified the whole time, but I had no idea. I was just doing my own thing. So I went to, I think, 5 or 6 different cities on my own, and that really proved to me, like, wow, I could do anything. I could handle moving to Florence and living there for 3 months or 4 months, and then traveling on my own in a country where I don't really speak un poco Italiano, not much. I could do this, like, I could handle it. So it's cliche, but it's true that Italy really changed my life, and it made me kind of feel like a normal person again. Having these troubles my freshman and sophomore year, that all just kind of disappeared, and it's like it never happened because I went to Italy and it really changed my life. This is my host family. I know that someone else lived with Anna. She was amazing, and this is my nonna, Maria, who always told me to eat every morning. Manja, caro, manja. Okay, I'll eat, don't worry. So having them to go home to every night was really great, having a home away from home. I don't know how these got in here. That's weird. Gotta have fun when you're in Italy, too. I think my buddy Dave and I made a good time. Janet was a huge part of the Florence program. I think everyone that went knew Janet really well. I spent the morning talking about her. She's great. And my friend Caroline. So, learning a lot from Janet. Huge program that made me, she was a huge part of the program that made me learn a lot about Italy and about our history, but she's also a friend, and I made friends there too that I've kept in touch with. So I just say, like, anyone that goes abroad, I think, knows how wonderful it is and how it really does change your life, and especially when you immerse yourself in the culture and you go and see as many things as possible. It really changed my life, and if I could go back tomorrow, I would be on the plane right now. Thank you.